So I have a good cannon design here, and it's kind of complicated. It also has some settings, so just slightly lower will activate this piston, and then, well, I labeled this railgun and then kind of, because I'm not actually sure if that's even the right term, and if it is the right term, I'm not sure if it qualifies as one, but that activates all 3 pistons, and I recommend not activating both levers at the same time. It won't break anything, but just to prevent confusion. And I saved a schematic of this in case I accidentally blew it up, but I did already test it. And all this does is just carries the signal up. And then when you select, let's say, slightly lower, it will depower this torch, allowing this signal to reach only that piston. But here, why can't I fly? Right here, this gets depowered, and you have a signal strength of 14, which is able to reach all 3 of the pistons. The signal strength just comes from the left ones here. So let's just start with the normal mode, and I used a wooden button because if I used a stone button, these dispensers would only dispense TNT. Why is this? Anyway, it would only dispense TNT 5 times, but with a wooden button, wooden buttons stay powered for an extra 10 ticks, allowing for 2 more pieces of TNT per dispenser in the scatter. So let's see. All goes in there. It goes very far and high, which is also why I added different barrel adjustments. I could do an in-between one, but then that's going to involve expanding the contraption farther. So I could do that another time, but right now, I'm not doing that. I don't know why I really broke that right there, but it didn't really affect anything. And then with slightly lower on, as you can see, it only pushes those blocks. And the reason why I'm alternating here is for 2 reasons. One, pistons have a maximum push, or a maximum amount of blocks that they can push of 12. So right here, I had to do this so that it would continue without disturbing either of the 2 pistons, because slime and honey blocks slide next to each other. They don't actually stick. And then also so that I can get the selection. Same reason they don't stick, so we can just get a little selection there. This is not really going to do much, doesn't make much of a difference, but here we go. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Oh wait, I do have that zoom thing enabled. And then switching to railgun mode, I'm still not sure if that's the appropriate term for this. There could be a much better or accurate term. But as you can see, the barrel's completely covered and it shoots TNT all the way out there. I'll fire that again so you can see it without me zooming. I'm gonna kind of have to zoom in now, but yeah, it's a pretty good cannon. I think this could be simplified a little bit. I moved this over here because originally it would have powered this, so I had to move it. I had to shift it over here, and I didn't really want anything to get powered. I think that this could be made smaller over here. But yeah, I tried to make a bunch of other cannons and they blew up for some reason. I'm not sure why, but this one actually didn't blow up. And I didn't expect it to, since it was not. I kind of covered up places where TNT could get stuck. I think that I did, judging by the fact that it says it's blown up yet. But if you have a wall that's very far away, just having the barrel open is a good option, because look how far that goes. It does go kind of high though, so you might want, like, maybe I could shift this piston over by like 2 blocks, and then I would have a reason to, no, because the redstone signal wouldn't reach if I shifted this over here, so I would still keep that there, right where it is, because as most of you probably already know, without using a repeater, redstone dust can only travel for 15, or redstone signal, no, the full signal strength right here is 15. That's the highest that redstone dust or any component can be powered, and then it degrades by 1 each time. So over here, if I had railgun mode enabled, this would be 1. So if I shifted this here, I don't want to use a repeater because that could break it. It may not break it, but it's going to add a strange delay that may or may not cause issues. I'm not a redstone expert, so I could be saying a bunch of nonsense here, but whatever. You know what? I think I'll just shift it over here. And that, yep, you can that. I think that'll work just fine. I don't think it'll affect anything, since I didn't move that piston. Let's just test it on slightly lower mode, which I still don't think is going to be much lower. That's why you can see it extended all the way up there. Yeah, some of it goes down, but a lot of it still goes up. So I guess slightly lower is more of like mixed. And then, of course, railgun mode is still the same. Yep, right down there into that area. There we go. So yeah, that's this cannon design. As I said earlier, it can probably be improved, but I think it's pretty good, and there's not that much left to improve. Probably just like condensing it so that it's not quite as large. I might work on that, I may not work on it. I mean, I'm fine with it how it is. In TNT Wars, this may not be the most practical thing to build because it might take, I mean, it's going to take longer since you have all of these dispensers over here, and then this extremely long barrel along with this simple redstone thing. And if you're playing TNT Wars on CubedCraft, they don't even supply you with lecterns or books and quills because they don't expect people to make cannons like this that require signal strength regulation like this. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, there's this cannon. One last shot, because why not? Cannons, Minecraft, whatever. Watch out, kitty. Okay. Yep, there we go. You should go back over to the village, kitty. Yes, yes.